I watched my wife walk in and out, and the number floating above her head jumped from 2 digits to 3. I was thrilled. Ever since I made an offering to the god of wealth a while back, I gained this ability. Whatever I look at shows a price tag. And the numbers above people's heads? That's their total net worth. With this power to see through wealth, I figured I'd become a billionaire at the very least. But before I could share this news with Liu Ruyan, everything fell apart. Liu Ruyan brought home some young, pretty boy, well-dressed and arrogant, clearly one of those rich heirs she was always talking about. Liu Ruyan said coldly, "Let's get divorced. Long Aocean is a rich heir, not some broke country boy like you who busted his ass just to afford one apartment. Long Aocean's family owns multiple properties. He'll give me and our son a better life." Lin Feng glanced at the numbers above their heads. Liu Ruyan showed 3 million, exactly half of their marital assets. Their apartment downtown was worth 6.5 million. Split evenly, they'd each get over 3 million. But when he looked at Long Aotian's number, his heart sank. It showed negative 20 million. Lin Feng sneered internally. Liu Ruyan had been completely played by this scammer. She had no idea her dream of marrying into wealth was nothing but a setup. Thinking about everything he'd sacrificed for this family, Lin Feng felt nothing but bitterness. He'd worked himself to the bone, day after day, just to give them a better life. And all he got in return was her endless contempt and insults. Now she had the nerve to bring her boy toy home and demand a divorce. That cruelty killed whatever feelings he had left. His heart was dead. Facing Liu Ruyan's demands, Lin Feng didn't hesitate. He calmly agreed to the divorce. His quick agreement stunned both Liu Ruyan and Long Aotian. They clearly didn't expect him to give in so easily. Once she recovered, Liu Ruyan got angry instead, demanding to know if he'd wanted to divorce her all along. Lin Feng cursed her stupidity silently but kept up his humble act. "But Ruyan, you're the one asking for the divorce. You said our son would have a better life with him. If that's true, I'll divorce you and step aside. I just hope you'll still let me see our son." Seeing Lin Feng's attitude, Liu Ruyan snorted with contempt, muttered, "At least you know your place," and said nothing more. The next morning at 8 a.m., barely after dawn, Lin Feng contacted Liu Ruyan and rushed to the Civil Affairs Bureau to finalize the divorce. To avoid any future disputes, he made sure they signed a detailed marital property division agreement. Shockingly, Lin Feng chose to leave with nothing, not even his share of the 3 million. That same afternoon, Liu Ruyan and Long Aotian couldn't wait to get their marriage certificate, like they were scared Lin Feng would change his mind. Lin Feng watched them celebrate like he didn't exist. A cold smile crossed his face. He turned and walked away without looking back. After leaving the bureau, Lin Feng used his wealth-seeing ability to hit up a dozen lottery shops, buying every winning scratch-off ticket he could see. When he counted it all up, he'd won 36.58 million. This fortune freed him from his past struggles completely. Liu Ruyan would never know that the ex-husband she threw away like trash now had the power to become the world's richest man. It was only a matter of time. Next, Lin Feng went to the company where he'd worked for years, slammed his resignation letter on his boss's desk, dropped the line, "The world is big, I want to see it," and walked out. He was done with that life for good. After quitting, Lin Feng changed all his contact info immediately. He only gave his new number to a few trusted friends. Everyone else? Cut off. With his winnings, he bought a luxury condo in a super private upscale neighborhood downtown, paying cash in full. Then with the real estate agent's help, he picked out a dream car he'd always wanted but could never afford. Low-key but luxurious. Perfect for his new life. In just a few days, Lin Feng went from broke and divorced with nothing to a multimillionaire. The transformation felt incredible. Later, he checked a resale app and found the old house his parents left him listed there. Just as he suspected, Liu Ruyan had already sold it days ago. Thinking about the miserable fate waiting for Liu Ruyan, Lin Feng couldn't help but laugh out loud. He figured Long Aotian had probably already taken the money from that sale and disappeared. Not long after, his buddy Liu Chuang called and invited him to dinner. When they met, Liu Chuang stared at Lin Feng's luxury car in shock. He rushed over and eagerly asked if Lin Feng had gotten rich after the divorce. Lin Feng just smiled and let Liu Chuang assume he'd made his money from the property split. As for the lottery secret, that was staying buried forever. During dinner, Liu Chuang suddenly remembered something. He told Lin Feng that his ex-wife Liu Ruyan had called him yesterday, frantically asking for Lin Feng's new contact info. Lin Feng's expression darkened. He quickly asked if Liu Chuang had given it to her. Liu Chuang waved his hands. No way would he do that without permission. He added that divorcing Liu Ruyan was the best thing that ever happened to Lin Feng. He'd always hated her stuck-up, gold-digging attitude. Then Liu Chuang hesitated and asked, "Are you really never going to see your son Lin Yaozhu again?" Hearing that name, Lin Feng's smile vanished instantly. His face went cold. He told Liu Chuang sharply, "Don't ever mention that name in front of me again." Then Lin Feng changed the subject and asked, "Don't you have a friend who's a private investigator? Hook me up. I need to find out if Lin Yaozhu is really my biological son, and I want everything on Long Aotian and Liu Ruyan." Seeing Lin Feng's determination, Liu Chuang didn't ask questions. He agreed to set up the meeting. After dinner, Lin Feng drove home alone. The whole drive, his mind raced through years of resentment and betrayal. Just as he was driving through a quiet stretch of road, someone suddenly jumped in front of his car. Lin Feng reacted fast, slamming the brakes. The car screeched to a stop. Still shaken, Lin Feng stuck his head out and yelled at the person, demanding to know if they had a death wish. Hearing Lin Feng's anger, the person shot back with a hoarse, pathetic voice. Listening closely, Lin Feng realized it was Liu Ruyan. In just 1 month, Liu Ruyan had changed so much he barely recognized her. Her once beautiful hair was a tangled mess like a bird's nest. Her eyes were ringed with dark circles, and her face showed faint bruises. She looked like she'd been beaten badly. Seeing her pathetic state, Lin Feng felt no pity. Instead, he laughed mockingly and asked what the hell happened to her. Too desperate to catch the sarcasm, Liu Ruyan mistook his words for concern. Her eyes welled up and she started crying. She sobbed and told Lin Feng that Long Iodian was a complete fraud. He was drowning in debt, gambled away all her money, and beat her every time he lost. Her life had become hell. Liu Ruyan kept crying as she poured out her misery, gripping the car door, snot and tears everywhere. She looked pathetic. Lin Feng looked at her with disgust. He just wanted to drive off and never deal with her again. Just then, a little boy suddenly ran out from around the corner. It was Lin Yaozhu, or rather, Long Yaozhu now. After Liu Ruyan and Long Iodian got married, they immediately changed the kid's last name, as if to erase Lin Feng completely. Long Yaozhu ran up to Liu Ruyan, tugging at her clothes impatiently, complaining that she was embarrassing him. Then he turned to Lin Feng in the car, his tone bratty and demanding, yelling at Lin Feng to open the door. He said he was starving and wanted Lin Feng to take him out for a big meal.